So, Lackluster, before we get into the questions, I just wanted to ask you, what are your favorite? This is our company. I just want to make that clear. I saw some comments in the premiere that we were doing this on commission based, and I have never done a sponsorship on my channel, only because I've never had opportunity to work with a sponsor that I thought brought real value. This is not a sponsorship. This is our company. This is Lackluster and I's company that we formed in order to protect each and every one of you Americans throughout this whole country.
And down the rabbit hole I went. Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and today we are going to talk about a couple of different updates for things that have happened over the past week and a half or so. First and foremost, though, thank you to all of my channel members and subscribers. We are at almost 5,500, which is absolutely insane to me. I am thankful for every single one of you every day. If you are new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, and I certainly hope that you'll be back. So, Attorney Shield. So, as you just heard Long Island Audit talking to Lackluster, they very clearly identified this company as theirs multiple times. And that is something we have seen from both of them over the past few months since the app launched. Now, the biggest problem I have had with this is that isn't true. So they are intentionally misleading their audiences, acting like this is their company, that they own this company, to use the trust that their audience has in them to build the subscriber base for Attorney Shield. That is their target demographic. And to me, that is not just incredibly shady, it borders on fraudulent. I've spoken to the president, Andy Chance. I had some questions in regards to Long Island Audit and Lackluster's actual relationship with the company. What I got was he did confirm that they are equity shareholders and that they are business partners. So while they are telling people that this is their company, they do apparently hold some equity in the company. It is not, as you can see from the SEC filing, the only two that hold anything more than 20% are the CEO and the president. So if they are shareholders, it is under that 20% mark. Now, as far as those codes they promote on their channel, even if they are not affiliate codes where they are getting a direct commission from each sign up, they are still required to disclose their relationship, their actual relationship, and what they will be gaining from those codes in every single description box where they list those codes, as well as every video that they promote Attorney Shield. Those are the laws that the FCC has set for influencers, which, let's be honest, that's what they would be at this point. So I still have a lot of unanswered questions, but it's a work in progress. Moving on to Chile, we haven't heard a whole lot from Mr. DeCastro since he was released from jail. I am sure he is enjoying his time being free, but one of the things that I've noticed over the past month is that Elite Lawz channel is actually not doing very well. So looking at a subscriber base of 615,000 people, he should be seeing an average of about 14% of his subscriber base watching his videos pretty consistently. You're always going to have those one-offs where you've got more views or less views, but 14% on average is normally what you look at as far as viewership versus your subscriber base. So with 615,000 people, he should be seeing about 86,000 views per video. And he isn't getting close to that. We are looking at about a 1 or 2% viewership on most of his videos. So that can be indicative of a couple of different things. That can be indicative of the fact that he could have bought subscribers. I know that rumor had been going around for a while. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to prove. And it could just be an indication that people are sick of him. And speaking of Chile, I wonder if Rage Girl is still using the lawyer that he paid for. Someone needs to talk to Rage Girl. She has her court hearing on September 3rd. She's actually got a jury trial for her 4 charges from her arrest at PennDOT. And instead of taking the plea deal and taking 1 year of probation and agreeing to the disorderly conduct, she is going to take this to a jury trial where she is going to be convicted. Now, she is one that I actually almost feel bad for because I really think that she listens to the wrong people. I don't feel like she has any critical thinking skills, and I really don't think she can think for herself. She is reaching out to anyone that will listen, trying to get someone to help her with this, and no one is paying her any attention. She tagged anyone and everyone on this post, and no one is responding, and they're not going to. She unfortunately got herself into this position by listening to these people in the first place, and now they've kind of hung her out to dry. So I kind of feel bad for her. Is this her fault? Yeah, absolutely. It's a stupid fucking thing to do. But I still kind of feel bad for her. So we'll see. September 3rd, I do think she's going to be convicted, and I think she's going to end up with jail time instead of just taking the plea deal. I really think she's going to screw up her life even more than she already has. While Caroline in Fort Worth seems to have recovered from her dislocated shoulder, she's not having that great of a week.
This is the Tarrant County Justice Center, and when the judge called me up to his bench last Tuesday, I thought for sure he was just going to dismiss the resisting arrest charge. Instead, they added 2 more. They added interference with public duties and false reporting.
Validated parking. Please register upon parking. Business can then validate parking for Folk Street warehouses. Ways to validate. You can scan the QR code or text pay. Failure to pay or extend time may result in boots. Okay, so how do they know if they paid or not? That's what I want to know. How do they know if they paid or not? How do you know if they paid or not? How do you guys know if they paid or not? Oh, they're going to ignore me too. Help! Right! Fire! 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 Fire!
So I have used that same kind of pay for parking system all over the country, and I really don't understand how someone is so stupid that they can't understand how those work. Not only that, but it would have taken her 2 seconds to pick up her phone and Google it. But beyond that, there's the false reporting. Now let's find the interference.
No, I'm not going to before. There's no investigation. There's no nothing.
You can go to the other side of the street. You're going to get arrested. I'm not warning you
What are
again.
you talking about?
Go to the other side of the street right now.
Wait, tell me why first.
We're doing an
You're under arrest. Turn around. Stop.
And there is the interference. I am so glad that they did not drop the charges. She deserves every single one that they give her. Last thing I've got for you guys tonight. I'm sure you've seen the video. I am not going to play it for several different reasons, but a video was released a couple of days ago by a creator whose name is Foul-Mouthed Veteran. Now, I've actually never seen him before, never run across his channel, but he released a video which was essentially a very abusive, seemed to be very drunken fight between News Now Ninja and his girlfriend. Now, I am, again, not going to play the video just because I don't feel the need, and I don't feel like it is necessarily appropriate. However, I kind of understand why he did it, if he did it for the reasons he says. So, Foul-Mouthed Veteran basically stated that this kind of behavior had gone on for a very long time, that everybody in the community was aware of how News Now Ninja treats his girlfriend, and everyone just gives him a pass for it. So, from what I understand, that is why he did what he did. I do think it was a little strange. It may be a little performative, but it seems like he may have had good intentions. The Frauditor community is kind of turning on each other at this point. So, not only do we have that, we have the beef between the Angry Vet and Guerrilla Publishing. You got Taco Terry involved in it. You got Accountability for All going to Dr. Phil. Like, I really feel like the Frauditor community is going to start eating itself pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll catch you on the next one.